Hey everyone, Tech here. Welcome to Tech's Tavern. Grab a brew, pull up a chair, and let's do a quick look at Eador, Masters of the Broken World. I don't know if it's Eador or Eador, but I'll go with Eador for right now. And what this game is a fantasy strategy game in the vein of, say, your Disciples, King's Bounty, Civilization, Elemental, and so on and so forth. I haven't played it a whole lot, so kind of treat this as a first impressions quick look. I've basically played a little bit of the campaign that kind of goes through mostly the the tutorial elements, but I'll kind of click through and show you some of this stuff. You do have a main campaign. You have custom game, which is kind of like your sandbox stuff. That you can set up all the settings how you want. The Book of Masters, I'm not really sure what this is. Kind of reminds me of a Mortal Kombat challenge ladder. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's sort of what it looks like. It has some multiplayer. I haven't really checked into that. Profile settings that you can save and all that kind of stuff. The settings, kind of has your general settings. One thing is it doesn't have at least for me, it didn't have, like, say, a 1280 by 720 widescreen setting, so I kind of was forced to record this at 16 by 900, which is kind of weird, but I don't know, I've seen it on other games that way too. And you can see some other things. The combat settings here, actually I think I need to turn this up because I hope this controls how fast guys move, because I don't like the way it currently is. They move very slow. So let's go ahead and get into a custom game. I'll just show you a couple minutes of it, kind of what it looks like. It's a very interesting game from what little I've played of it so far. We'll just do a small map. You can see it has some settings here. You can kind of control, the certain layout of the map if you want it a certain way and all that. But we'll just go ahead and get into it. A couple things I've been real impressed. Number one, with the graphic style of the game. The graphics, I think, are very, very well done. Probably the only criticisms I have of the game so far is I feel like the combat sometimes it feels a little clunky to a certain degree, and the music isn't, which I have the music turned down for recording purposes, but the music I'm not really a big fan of either up to this point, especially because when you go like into combat it doesn't change. You know how if you're like me and you're used to playing these types of games, usually when you go into the turn-based combat screen, it kind of gives you a good, blood pumping sort of a vibe song, and in this one it's like playing a slow love song when you're in combat or something. I don't quite vibe with that, but other than, those are small complaints. As you can see, the graphics look great in this game. I love the way they do the fog of war with these storm clouds, and it's kind of weird and neat at the same time how you're fighting on these different shards. Basically, my understanding is to a certain degree when you play the game, you're battling for a series of shards. But like I said, I think this is just a quick sort of a one-hit game. The way the sandbox starts off here is you kind of start with your main castle fortress to begin with, and at the beginning you have to actually hire your first hero and pick them. They give you a little bit of money and resources here. Just to speed this up, I'm going to pick the scout. Basically, I think the warrior and commander are kind of your melee classes, and then the scout and the wizard are sort of your ranged ones. So we'll just go ahead and pick the scout for right now. And then some other things I'll show you, like the construction, for instance. You can see that this is the province we're in. It's Whitestone. We've explored about 60% of it, which the exploration, that kind of has to do with how much there's different like dungeons and things like that that you can explore, and this is the resources you pull from that particular zone for controlling it, and you can tell you control it by your little crest on there basically. But one thing, we'll do construction real quick just to show you that. There's a whole bunch of construction things. You can see here that you can kind of like go to different quarters. They call it quarters in the map, where you can build different things. You can kind of see as I select one, it goes to a different area. We want a military quarter, and we're going to build a recruiting station, which allows us to manufacture these melee guys. Well, actually, no. Actually, I want to do the slinger school first. We'll do that one first. And we exit out of here. You saw it build there, and then we can actually go and click on our guy, click here, and you can see all the UI stuff is very clean, highly detailed. You can see all the stats on your various guys, their hit points, their speed, which is how much they can move on the tactical map, things like defense, ranged attack range, ammo, this is how many shots they can take during that particular battle, and various things like that. We'll go ahead and buy one more of these guys and put them down here. So we kind of got a melee and a couple of ranged guys. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and get out of here. And let's see. I think we can go into as well. Let's go in here and see. Let's see. Plunder. Visit stores. I don't think we can get anything really yet. No, not yet. We can't really. The hero cannot learn magic. The hero can learn magic spells in the library of the stronghold. Okay, so we don't have a library yet. Now I don't know. I think you can only do. Let's see here. Magic Quarter. School of Wizardry. Library. Okay, I think we can't do the library until the next turn. So let's go ahead. I want to do that so I can kind of show it to you. So let's go ahead and end a turn. Yes, we have an idle hero. He's just chilling, having a brew. And there's the AIs taking their turns. Okay, and let's see now if I'm able to build that actually. Yes, the library. So let's construct that. And you can see it put the little building down there, which is kind of cool. Man, it's got like a rotating dome. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, and then we could probably go in here and study spells. So then we can look here and we can see the different spells. It looks like I have 3 like level 1 spell slots that I can slot here. This one's like a magic spark, does some damage. This one makes a unit lose stamina. And then this one regains morale and stamina. And you can duplicate, so like I can take this one and say do it twice, and then we can do this one once. And you can do each one once per battle, is how that basically works. Now let's go ahead and just to get into some combat and show you. One thing you can do is you can kind of right click around on these areas and look at them and kind of see, okay, which one looks like the most profitable. Like this looks pretty profitable here. It has a 10 gold. So let's try to go to that one and we will end turn. I didn't really pick up any weapons, but we should be maybe okay for this first one. It says I'll easily defeat. The hero has entered the province of Grey Wasteland. A band of local militia is advancing in his direction. Number of enemies 6. The following units were spotted among the enemies: Corpse, Dead Guy, and Stiff. What will your orders be, Master? Attack, retreat, and negotiate. Clearly we will attack, so I can show you what that looks like. So we'll get into this. The combat here. Now, the beginning part is the troop deployment, which the way this works is I think he has a better initiative, so he's able to see my setup first and then do his setup. But I'll put my ranged guys in the back, my melees in the front, so that looks pretty good. Okay, there's his guys. And I probably should have moved my archer guy up one space, maybe so I could have got in range for a shot. Now see, I can cast spells on my turn, which that would take up his turn. I think I may try to do that, actually, just to try to take a guy out early. No, we hurt him anyway. That's fine. Okay, and then I think I'm just going to end turn, because I don't want to move into their range. I want to let them move into my range. And see, this is what I was talking about. They're kind of slow moving. I think I need to. They seem like they're a little faster. Maybe I need to speed it up just a little bit more. All right, come on. Okay, let's go ahead and let's kill that guy if we can. No, we'll let the melee guy finish it. He's going to be dead before this battle's over anyway. I'll go ahead and let him get some glory there. And you can see the little blue thing. I think that was morale. Basically his morale increased because he kind of got a killing blow there. Now none of these guys are in range of my sling guys. And higher terrain does make a difference as far as range and damage and things like that. So that is something to take into effect, actually. I think I will just leave my other guys right where they are and just end turn. Let's see how this goes. If he can survive and get a couple more hits on somebody, that would be awesome. But I'm not sure if he's going to survive the gauntlet of 3 pokey pokes. Damn, he's dishing it out, though, isn't he? Oh, no. Oh, man, he got some good hits before he went down there, though. He nearly killed this guy. And so you can see here it gives you an estimate, will kill, will kill. So let's go ahead and try to kill this guy. And then we'll try to kill this guy. Nice. And then we'll see if we can hit this guy. Nice. That worked out rather well, if I do say so myself. So let's go ahead and end turn. And again, I do have the music turned down just for recording and YouTube rights reasons and all that kind of stuff. But the music in battle doesn't impress me a whole lot from what little I've heard. Let's go ahead and try to... Let's try to kill this melee guy here if we can. I don't like the look of him. Let's just have all hands on deck here. A little bit of a lag spike there. Nice. There we go. I think we may be able to pull this battle out. In turn. And as you can see, the graphics are very well done, very detailed. Again, it reminds me a lot of, say, King's Bounty and Disciples. It really does. There we go. One shot of that fool. That's what I'm talking about. Let's move this guy up a little. And he can actually get a hit now. Nice. I like the animation of the sling guys. See, so there we go. We won. We took all their guys out. We had our melee militiaman took a dive for us. We got some gold. And then we get to level up. So your main character, your heroes will level up. And also, actually, the minion guys level up as well. And as you can see with the scout here, I get some different abilities. Pathfinding, I think this helps with moving on the overmap. Looting and increases the spoils chance that you get at the end of the battles, and then the marksmanship increases your range and all. So we'll go ahead and go with that one for now. So as you can see, we have taken this province now. You can see it has our little banner over the top of it. How cool is that? And then at that point, it's showing the gold per turn for whoever controls that particular province. So we are actually going to be getting income from that space. And you can actually go into the statistics here, and it will kind of show you your basic spreadsheet information, which is cool. It shows you your provinces that I'm getting 39 gold for my provinces. I'm paying 6 gold for the heroes that are under my control for a gross profit of 33 gold. And then it shows you all your resources you have on hand, things like that. It shows you what turn, how many defeats and battles you've had, victories. So it's got some really in-depth, cool information that it's keeping track of there for you. Of course, you can hire multiple heroes. So, you know, I could go back here and I could go and hire a different hero and have like 2 armies moving around on the map. Again, reminds me a lot of, like, say, Disciples or something to that effect. You can then also build things within, do different upgrades within certain provinces. Here you can also see that the people, it says that they're discontent here. So there's ways and features that you can do to help to increase the opinion and morale within certain areas. And it's kind of one of those things where you don't want to spread out, from my understanding, you don't want to spread out too terribly fast, trying to grab a whole lot of provinces, because you'll get a lot of kind of uprisings and revolts against you. So you kind of want to, from things I've read, you want to generally stick to maybe pulling about 3 or 4 areas and then kind of try to build them up and explore them. And part of the exploring thing that I was mentioning is I can go here and say explore province, and we'll go ahead and end turn. And we'll kind of just show you what that's like a little bit here. But here it brings up a little dialogue. It says, while exploring the province of Grey Wasteland, the hero found something unusual, a ruined tower. And I can examine it, continue exploring, or wait for new orders. So we'll examine it. Okay, it says the hero has approached a half-destroyed ancient tower. The inhabitants of the old citadel have noticed him and are preparing for battle. Number of enemies 3. The following units are spotted among the enemies. Minotaur. What will your orders be, Master? Attack or retreat? Let's just go ahead and attack so we can see what some Minotaurs look like. I haven't seen them yet. I believe there's like over 70 unit types in this game. Hey, those guys look pretty bad arse. 29 points. Yeah, so we will go ahead and lose this battle. I don't have a chance. Yeah, let's just go ahead and start this battle and watch these guys one-shot me, basically. But like I said, I wanted to get into this, and this is just my early impressions. Let's do a spell for fun. Let's hit this guy. Ooh, I think that tickled him a little bit. I can't even hit. Can I move up one space and hit? Yeah, sure. Watch this. 0. Oh my goodness. I guess that's one little criticism, and maybe that's something that I should know better, is it would have been nice on that particular screen if it would have told me the difficulty of this particular encounter. You notice it didn't really give me a difficulty, I don't believe. So that is, I guess, something. Let's go ahead and take a shot just for fun. Have everybody shoot the same guy. See if we can get one guy to half health at least or something. This is going to really hurt when they get to me. Yes, he nearly one-shotted my hero. See you later, dude. Yeah, this didn't go very well. Yeah, his counter-attack killed me. That was awesome. Your party has been defeated and the hero killed in action. What should we do with his body? Burn it in the streets. Give it as an example to everyone else to not attack the Minotaurs. Take him to the castle to resurrect him. Leave him to the ravens. Yes. So anyway, that was very appropriate. So anyway, that was a quick look. Again, I don't want to drag this out too long, but I just wanted to do a quick video to kind of give people an idea of what it looks like, the general style of play. So far, like I said, it reminds me a lot of kind of a hybrid mix of, say, like Elemental Disciples and King's Bounty. You know, it kind of feels like a hybrid between those three, taking some factors and elements on movement and combat and various you know, city expansion, and kind of takes a little bit from each of those and mixes them together to a certain degree. I understand there's a lot of depth to this game, and I haven't gotten far enough into it to see all of that, but I do intend to play this game quite a bit more, and perhaps maybe do a small LP on it at some point, perhaps, if people are interested. So anyway, that is it for now, and that is Eador, and it's only $20 on Steam. Pretty good deal, actually, for a pretty high quality game, I believe. Look at the shadows shifting there across the map as the sun sets. That's pretty neat. So we will go ahead and leave it there. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the tavern next time.